I was once dating a yoga teacher, which, happens from time to time. And she had a boss who needed a drummer for a yoga class to drum out just a simple beat. And I did that exactly one time, and it was so boring and it was so uncomfortable that I, after class, was like, hey, can I come in with this laptop that I make music on and, synthesizers and drums and stuff. And before long, I had this corner of the yoga studio and developed a sound and a lot of music that was just designed especially for yoga. About 3 years ago, I moved to Los Angeles, and so I started working with the Soulscape format with Skylar and Mary Beth LaRue, and we got really deep into figuring out how to peg the breath and the movement to the beat so that throughout class there's this sort of meditative movement that gets going as people sync up and link their own breathing to the beat that I'm creating. When I first started this, the big controversy was whether to have music in class at all. There were lots and lots of whole studios that were like, oh, we don't do music. There's no music, we listen to the breath. I think there's a danger on one end of having music ubiquitously in class. We're just getting bombarded these days so much with social media and having a television in our pockets all the time, and sometimes I feel like the yoga class should be a refuge from that. The concept of having the beat connect to the breath and have the students connect to the sort of progression and movement of the music solves that problem to a large extent, because as a DJ you have to sort of be able to plug into where they are. As far as getting the energy right and the direction that I'm going with the music, and a lot of the music that I'm doing is my own sort of creation that I'm building on the fly as the class is progressing. It's elusive because who shows up that day is going to be different. I mean, you can have all the plans in the world. The instructor can come up and go, so here's what I'm thinking, and break it all down, and then all that ends up going right out the window, and it ends up being much more about a co-creation in the moment with the teacher. It turns out that everybody's approach to breathing through their practice is as different maybe as their fingerprint, but little by little people kind of sync up. And there's this moment where the whole room is sort of pulsating together and breathing together, inhale and exhale, and the movements are going with the breath. And it's very, very intense and beautiful to be on the receiving end of it, kind of watching it, but also helping to co-create it with the teacher.